Greetings, friends. I am Anya, aka the Hyoka, and I am here to do a special reading for you guys today. I am a master's level psychotherapist and a cartomancer with over 20 years of experience. And in this spread, I've combined the best of both worlds. So this is like a hybrid experience. This is called the Johari Wndow. It's from personality psychology. And just a brief explanation. I'm sorry that it's kind of hard to see, but I'll explain it to you guys. So there's 4 different compartments here. One column is the known to self. The other is the unknown to self. And in the rows we have known to others and unknown to others. So there's 4 different placements. The first one's called open, and it's things that you and everyone else know. So here's on the conscious level, outwardly visible to everyone and known by you. The unknown to others and known to you is what's hidden, things that are known by you but unknown by others. So whatever it is that you're purposely remaining hidden or attempting to. And then the blind spot here is unknown to self, but known to others. So things that you are unaware of, but others may know or do know. Finally, we have the most exciting part, the unknown, the great unknown, unknown to you and unknown to others, things that are unknown by you and unknown by everyone else. So here's where we get the juicy stuff from the subconscious, where tarot and divination is a method of communicating with your own subconscious and superconscious, which is you go through the subconscious into the superconscious. So let's begin. And while I shuffle, I do recommend for you guys to get into a meditative state, focusing on their breath. I like to say breathing yin, releasing yang. Breathing in deep, releasing yang. If there is something that's been weighing on your mind, this would be a time to focus on it or a question. Otherwise, just focus on your breath and open your mind. Pull intuitively here. And we'll go through them one by one. All right. Okay, so let's begin with the known. Okay, so here we have the 7 of Swords in the reversed position. So there's something, swords represent the element of air, which symbolizes the mind, your thoughts, your mental energy. So, and the 7 of Swords typically is symbolic of somebody that's trying to maybe get away with something, trying to pull a fast one, or trying to, do something in secret, or, maybe saying or doing something that they know isn't right, and hoping to get away with it, or cutting corners. Not being completely honest would be probably the best way to summarize it. However, this being in the reverse position means that this person has come come clean about the truth. That yes, in the past they may have omitted pieces of the truth, not been completely honest, have tried to, maybe get away with um, what's it called when you like lie by omission, or um, it could be about like spying or looking into things you're not supposed to, being involved in something you're not supposed to, basically something that they're not supposed to know or be involved in. Or I know it's a mental energy, but as you can see, the guy is carrying swords, and the swords he has here are black. He still left two swords standing here, so it's like he's trying to get away with not telling the full truth, more so. But again, it's reverse. So you, the Aquarians, um, in some way, shape, or form, have come clean or recently told the whole truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Have decided essentially to, if there was a lie or omission told, to uh, tell the truth. If you had, if there was some theft of some kind of, and again, it's typically a mental thing, but if there was something done behind anyone's back, you have made it right. And this is something that everyone knows. This isn't, this is something that, this is no secret, and you basically essentially did the right thing. You may have made a mistake. You may have unconsciously or not real, how sometimes we're doing stuff and we don't realize it right away that, maybe that's wrong. Maybe I should have, you know, that you withheld the truth, or maybe just outright, try to be sneaky about something, but you're no longer sneaking about whatever this information is. And I say information because I feel like this was more of, being the Suit of Swords, it's more of some kind of truth or some kind of information that you've come clean, that you've, told people that need to know something, that's something. I know, sorry, it's kind of seems kind of broad, but it's a really strange card to get in the reverse position here. So how about, okay, let's move on to what's unknown to others, but is known to you. And now towards the, like at the end, I'll give you a summary of how all the cards interplay together and like encompass one big story. Although there'll be different storylines, this is a major theme as a collective reading. And by collective, I mean anyone and everyone who watches this, especially if you resonate with it. So it's going to be major themes that they're going to play out for everybody in individual ways. Obviously, it's more specific ways, if in fact it resonates with you. So this is not known to others, but this is something. The Hermit is a major arcana card. This energy is that of solitude, not loneliness. This is someone who has decided to go within, to have some healthy solitude, to be more introspective for some time, to figure themselves out, going on like a spirit quest. That word comes up, spirit quest, which really would make sense if they did something that wasn't completely fair in the past, or said something that wasn't fair, or lie of omission, or whatever this not so not so honorable behavior was, which of course you made right. You righted this behavior in this position. You told whatever you needed to tell. Um, uh, yeah, so because this is about swords are about truth. So yeah, so you've come clean or said whatever you need to say, realized where you were wrong and admitted it, admitted to being wrong. Okay, so and now everybody knows it. So and then potentially you're now going within to figure out, what is this, what my ego or whatever part of me made this mistake that was made in the past. Maybe this is what's inspiring this going within introspection where you don't talk to anybody about this, which is understandable. This is a very understandable energy to get in the unknown to others spot, because this is about your relationship with yourself and with divinity, however you see or feel your relationship with your higher power, God, source, creator, you know, divin- the divine, however you refer to it in words. Obviously, it's power that's beyond words. So it's a very spiritual energy. The hermit comes out of the shell. It's kind of an interesting metaphor, more metaphorical way to express it. Comes out of the shell having transformed in a way that is most definitely spiritual. And this is major arcana. So this is part of your spiritual path. Whatever this fiasco here that happened, that was less than dignified, or caused a little bit of a mess in whatever situation this applies to, led to you essentially becoming more um, spiritual, not like necessarily withdrawn, but maybe more introverted. And I know I said introspective a lot, but there's a couple of other words I'm trying to, on the tip of my tongue, that describe this energy. If it comes to me, I'll let you guys know. So then, what's known to others and unknown to yourself. Let's see. So this is your blind spot. This is what you are not aware of, but everyone else is. Okay, so the Eight of Wands. So what everybody can see, or what everyone feels or thinks or knows, is that you have had a lot to deal with, a lot of fire. So wands represent fire. And the eight, that's a pretty intense energy. Since it's an eight, we're going from a scale of 1 to 9. And here you've got all of these wands, rods, like just flying at you. So what people can see is that you have had to deal with a lot. There's been a lot of just situations and fire coming at you in your life at this point in time, that you've almost been under, like ambushed in a way by potentially like challenges, obstacles, having, how they say, I've had to put out a lot of fires, that term that they use, putting out fires. This is to this would be a really that saying is a really good way to describe what this is all about. The people around you are seeing that you've got a lot of stuff coming at you. I mean, this could be people coming at you sideways. This could be unforeseen challenges. This could be just a whole lot of problems, or commitments, or just pressure uh, that you have to figure out what to do, or defend yourself against, or um, handle and deal with. I want to say single-handedly is the energy that I'm feeling here. And for whatever reason, this is a blind spot for you. You're not realizing, other people are seeing that you have to deal with so much, like ammo, and so much. You have to put out all these fires that you have so um I don't want to say heaviness. Like once you get to the 10 of wands, like you can't bear that burden anymore. You're going to fall apart. You're going to fall down. You can't move any further. And you're not able to see that whatever's going on in your life is too much, is burning you up. It's overwhelming you. So it's probably a good thing that you're trying to go within and find yourself. So perhaps you can summon the strength to deal with all of these issues, obstacles, or problems. Okay, so finally we have the unknown to things that, okay, so this is your ultimate unknown. And it's the Chariot card, a major arcana, but it's reversed. So upright Chariot is forward movement, determination, willpower, confidence, and strategy, strategically moving forward in a specific direction, knowing that this is exactly where you need to go, and having the power to get there, and having, the confidence, the agency, the ability, and have, this is an unstoppable energy. This is someone who knows what they want and they're going to get it, and they're going full force at it. There's just the Chariot is there's nothing stopping this energy. So when what is unknown by you or anyone else is that you, because it's in the reverse position, you are stuck in some kind of karmic, and by karmic I mean like this is something, a lesson or a season or an experience right now in your life where you cannot move forward in the way that you would like to, at least not yet. The potential's there. This card is already in potentiality, just like where, like in quantum physics, there's waves that collapse into particles, where the wave is pure potentiality, and it, with observation, our observation, it collapses into a particle, which creates a specific timeline or reality that we observe, but we're also creating it, because our eyes are observers but also projectors, because it's all, if you think about like the infinity symbol and how as within so without, as as our consciousness, so the universe, and as the spirit, so the soul, or as the great spirit, so our soul. So I got a little bit tongue tied here. So what I'm saying is that everything exists in this superposition, pure potentiality, like when in quantum physics language, it's like waves of pure potential until they are observed, quote unquote, but really with our observation, we're also creating. So they turn into particles, which are then now observable, like tangible experiences. And so seeing this card here at all means that there is this desire to have strategic, determined forward movement in a specific direction. You know the direction that you want to go, and you know that you need this power to go to get there. However, well, actually, you don't know, or you know now. Well, you do know what all the stuff I just said, but what you don't know is that you're not able to move for whatever reason. And I cannot give you clarity on that reason off the top of my head. So let me see if I can get a card. Why are you stuck in the reverse position with the Chariot? It's like you've got your Chariot, you've got your horses, But what's unknown to you and to everyone else is, why can't you move? Why are you overwhelmed with too much? Having to put all this fire, having too much on your plate, having too many responsibilities, having too many potentially problems. Here we go. Perfect. Thank you. Love when they do that. Oh, because you have to make an important decision. There's one major decision that you need to make. Either one is going to work, because see, the swords are equal, which is good. So there's truth to both sides, and they're equal. And that blindfold, that's on there willingly. You can take that off anytime. As soon as you put, well, it's kind of simultaneous. As soon as you choose one or the other, you got to put down one of the swords. So you take the one sword with you. You free a hand to take the blindfold off, which then opens your eyes, but on a metaphorical way. Open your eyes in a way, so coming to a realization, not just physical sight, but metaphysical sight. You can see it as like more of a third eye opening, if anything. Okay, so this is probably also why you're so overwhelmed, and you have too much on your plate, and you have to deal with a lot of stuff coming at you right here. You're not even realizing it. Everyone else is seeing that you're like, oh, I'm okay, whatever. Everyone else is seeing that you alone. This is too much for one person to have to continuously deal with without. And this could be why you chose to, I don't know, be in this sneaky energy here, which you had come out of, which is great. But here's the blind spot, is that you want the courage, determination, or you already have that and you know the direction, but you don't have the ability to go there, or maybe even the willpower. So there's some elements of what you need to make the chariot move forward, flip it the other way and move forward. But the answer to that question, when I asked it, was about a major decision, having to choose the direction. You can't see if these horses, even in this card, it looks like they're facing in two different directions. So that's almost like a confirmation. If they're facing two different directions, you're not going to go anywhere. Right? If one horse is going this way, one's going that way. And if you notice, the one is white, one is black. And yes, typically that's illustrated in the chariot. And it just so happens to make perfect sense for this reading here. You have to remember to feed them equally. Balance is very important. If you're overwhelmed, there's not going to be that balance. So again, there's the make that choice and make these horses go in a single direction. Streamline. You're not able to move. You're not able to do anything. And there's all this energy, overwhelmed energy, and so something's got to get put down. Just one of these sorts, and then hopefully that'll allow you to streamline all of your energy and attention into one direction. Your power flows where your attention goes. Your focus is your hocus pocus, is something I just kind of made up, because wherever this is why we pay attention. Your consciousness is the most valuable asset that you have, your attention. And then with that attention, that mental and then emotional and then physical energy going into specific, you guide it into the direction you want it to go. You take your power and choose where that power is going to go. And so this is really nice that you're choosing this healthy solitude in times of going within to find out, okay, who am I really? What do I really want? What would, what have I learned? How can I apply these lessons to making this important choice at this point that I'm at, so that I can move forward in a direction that I'm, completely confident, so that I don't get lost, so that I'm not stuck, because this is a stuck energy. No, nobody, you don't know. This is subconscious. In the subconscious, you're stuck. You're either, it's subconscious programming that needs to be reprogrammed. And there's a lot of people, gurus, even just on YouTube alone, that can help with reprogramming your subconscious. Carl Jung, among other many, I call him gurus, I guess. And he's a psychoanalyst, psychologist, or psychiatrist. Yeah. And, you could learn to reprogram your subconscious mind. It's not typically an overnight thing, but with this energy in the subconscious, it could be you feel like you need to, part of it is seeing the truth as well. Is seeing the truth. There's something you need to see, and then you can decide. Or you can decide and then you'll be able to see better. Whichever way works for you. Take it as it resonates. All right. Thank you for this pleasant exchange of energy, and hopefully I will see you again soon. If you'd like to book a reading with me, you just go to my Facebook page, Divination, press book now. Everyone's first reading is free. Blessed be, and namaste.